So, good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, the 7th of August already. It's a lovely 33 degrees here in Malaga. Very nice. A few clouds and a little bit windy as I'm looking outside. So, lovely temperatures. We are on weekly update 78. Now, this week, considering it's August, I'm going to have to eat my words and tell you what on earth has been happening. It's been crazy. It's been an absolutely crazy week. So stick around to hear about the 11 visas which have been issued this week, the renewals which have finally come through after the new law, the way the appointments are going, and why you shouldn't be scared in Malaga if you need an appointment. We've also got a very, very special guest, as we do at least once a month. Can you guess who it is yet? And lots more. So stick around for our weekly update number 78. And first of all, I must apologize again for last week's update, which was recorded, which actually got some really cool views. We're up to 800 views on there. But I did have a couple of comments on YouTube that said, because I titled it that, I've let you all down. And some people watched it all the way through and thought I didn't say the important information about letting you down, but it was actually because it was recorded. That's why I let you down. So sorry about that, but we're live again here and we're going to make up for it by bringing in our mate Scats.
Hello. How is everyone?
Tell us about your adventures to the hospital today.
Oh, yes. Well, it started off yesterday, actually, because my fans and friends on your channel as well will know that I've been waiting for an appointment for a test. It's kind of the second test that will tell them whether I'm okay and ready to have the operation to reverse the stoma. So the system needed a bit of a kick, didn't it, when we went together to see the stoma nurse a few weeks ago. And she said, no, it's all right, it's in the system. I'm not quite sure whether I believe her there. I think it needed a prod and a kick. And anyway, she put a thing in which should have generated a phone call, but she said something like, if you don't get one, then you may as well just pop in and see them at the other hospital, which was Hospital Civil in Málaga. And I went there yesterday. I thought, because Chris has been busy and normally he translates everything for me and he's been along to every appointment. But anyway, to cut a long story short, I went to the Málaga hospital yesterday and she was giving all kinds of signals to say, oh, it's August. She was doing the key and the lock, saying, now it's all closed down. Everything's closed down for the summer. So you won't get an appointment now. And then she said, give me the piece of paper. She checked on the computer and said, oh, you live in Compita. Well, you shouldn't be here then. You should be in Valles Málaga at the hospital there. So I was like, no, that's not what she said at all. So today I went to Valles Málaga and saw the people in the radiography department. And there was a young lad on there. I'm sure he was there just because all of the staff were away on holiday. But he managed to put down my phone number and send it to the department, and they promised me a phone call tomorrow morning, which hopefully will be the appointment to have this test, and who knows how long after that I'm going to have the operation. But I was hoping for October or November for that, but I'm sure they said at some point early on that it'll be 6 months after I have the test, which means it's going to be next year. So.
It could be. I mean, they do these. The weird thing is that they seem to, when they do move, they move quite quickly. It's just getting them to move. So you might find that once you're back in that test system, they'll say, okay, so that doesn't run out, boom, boom, boom type thing.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Touching wood. Touching everything.
Everybody touch wood for Scats. Hey, so but you've done well. I mean, it looks like you're going to get through summer. You can carry on working.
Yeah. And by the way, I got the message about you when I saw you last live show. I got what the apology was all about. You did it really at the start of the show, and maybe a load of people missed it. I don't know. It
might have been. I didn't. It was very sorry. I took a unexpected trip, which turned out to be very cool. So well, hopefully we'll get these appointments sorted out for you. That'll be soon, and get rid of the stoma in winter. You can carry on dancing in summer.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be fantastic, because I'm sick of it moving about and just having to change the bag every day and do all of that, and the worry about it leaking and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah.
Nightmare. Nightmare. Anyway, on to positive things here, because you're going to get rid of it very soon. 25 people on watching. Thank you, guys. That's absolutely awesome.
Click on the like button, everyone.
Yeah, hit the like, hit subscribe. Let's see if we can hit 7,000. I wish 4,800 this live show. So just go into the chat, see who's on. So Andy's on. Hi, Chris. Hope the holiday went well. Nice being early for a change. Hey, cheers. Yep, I took an unexpected because we decided this year. Look, because I'm not actually going away. I'm going to take the last couple of weeks in August as downtime because you can't do anything. As the lady said, turnkey. The office is open. Jane is here. Guillermo, who does our support now on the desk, is here. The translators are all here. But I'm going to take downtime. At that point, we said we're going to get a few weekends in. And I went away to Granada last weekend, and it was absolutely amazing. But I've got some photos coming up with that. Got Donald. How you doing, Donald? I phoned you earlier, Donald, actually, just to say hi.
Hi, Donald.
How you doing? Now, just to give you an update on things, Donald, I'll be in contact tomorrow. Here we go. Stu and Joe.
42 degrees.
Oof. Nice. That's suntan weather.
Yeah, I think it's 42 degrees here in my office. I've got no aircon.
It's I bet it is. We've got some stuff coming up from Stu and Joe actually later on. Alexander, hola, Chris, hola. There we go, 16 waiting now. That's not bad. I'm happy with 16 people, 29 watching according to this. Steve Moody, hola, Chris, Stephen Pauline, cracking on with our homework. We have a meeting next week, the bank, to get our evidence of when we open a bank account with them. Cheers, guys. I keep saying some of the clients must think this is. I don't actually dread my phone calls because they'll be like, "What's he going to get us to do now?" Yeah. Every phone call's right now. You got to send this here. Now you got to do this, but it's all part of the fun of getting a visa, isn't it? We've got Ant and Kez on 33 degrees. That's nice, and says hi to you, Scats, as well. Robbo, I did you a petrol update, Robbo, and a short. I know.
Oh yeah.
Me and you are the petrol people, Robbo. So get your short up for Alicante, please. Let's see what the price is. I did one from Granada. Nicola Durant, I've got your comment coming up. Russ, hey, how you doing, Russ, as well? I think I answered an email to you as well today, Russ, but I'll be in contact with you tomorrow as well. And who else have we got on? Jen, afternoon, Chris, had an adventurous afternoon, unfortunately, but all full of summer cold. Oh, no. P.S. If anyone wants a kitten, please let me know. My stray cats keep on delivering and can't trap, hurt, to neuter. No, because I've got the same problem. So if you want a kitten, don't go to Jen first. Come to me. All right, no, Jen. If you're near Jen, go to Jen. But if you want a kitten, come to me. You can come and grab as many as you like because we're softies, and our cat sadly died this year after 20 years, and she sort of ruled the roost. So when you've got a pet cat, you generally don't have that many strays for some reason. But now she's not there, the strays have just taken over. And they've had more and can't catch them, and oh dear. Anyway, the kids feed them.
Oh dear.
Bill Bacon, hi Chris and team. 7 weeks in waiting patiently. Don't worry, it's happening. It's happening. Yeah, I've got some great news today. Steve Mayer, hi Chris from Breezy, Scotland. Hey Steve, how you doing? Waiting. Alexander touching wood, and yeah, you are. And it's Chris Hartman as well on. How you doing, Chris? Hey. Good to see you on again. I think we've been emailing today. It's been a busy day, I can tell you. Right then, so let's come up with our updates then. So we have got. Now I keep telling everybody, it shuts down in August. Forget it in August. And then since the last update, we have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 visas come out.
Woohoo!
And the good news is there are all but one were post 20th of May. So we're all in this post new law period where we're still learning the speed that stuff is coming out and what they're asking for. But the demographic, which we always read out, of visas which came out, and listen, it's not actually too bad, guys. Edinburgh to Murcia, 8 weeks. Edinburgh to Murcia, yes, again, 8 weeks. London to Alicante, family of 3, but it was a 2 and an individual application. All came out together, 7 weeks. London to Murcia. No, I didn't ask anybody's permission to say their names apart from one couple, so I could have said all your names. You know you are, guys. Congratulations. London to Murcia, 5 weeks.
Woo.
right? 5 weeks. That is July and August. That's incredible. And a Manchester to Alicante, which is obviously Manchester, is 10 weeks. And that's for Keith and Gillian, who I did say that I'd mentioned their name. They said they jump on. So, hey, guys, well done.
Nothing for Almeria yet?
No, actually, no. I don't know. I'd have to check, see what we've got pending for Almeria. But it seems that the foreign offices are working okay in approving the visas. It's just the consulates which take a while to issue the actual visa itself. But I mean, really, we can't complain at that in midsummer, can we? The longest 10 weeks from Manchester. We've got some which are teetering on the edge of 12 weeks now, waiting to come out. And Edinburgh is there in its typical 6 to 8 weeks. So not bad.
Right. When's going to be the first residency? When you get to see the date on the, this 365-day thing?
We're not allowed to talk about that.
Oh, you know.
We're not allowed to talk because that was today.
Was it?
Yeah, that was today. But I'm not even going to tell you what happened there. I said, "What? Oh God!" Thanks for bringing it up, Scats. No.
That's all right.
So basically, what's happened today? I was all excited because we had our first appointment for a 365-day visa at the Foreign Office, and we were going to see what start date they were going to put on the TIE card there. Whether it's going to be the entry stamp date, or was it going to be like other visas where they start the residency from the start of the visa date? And the client went and they sat at the table with our translator, and it turns out that the subdelegation of the government hadn't hit the approve button.
Oh,
which was very deflating. So not only had the clients traveled to the appointment, because it was an afternoon appointment, the subdelegation is closed. We can't get hold of them. We've had this before in the past where visas have been issued, they've been approved, but they forget to hit a button on the computer and it doesn't pop up to issue the card this end.
Yeah.
So we'll find out tomorrow morning when we can go back with the clients to do it. I don't know if that's anything to do with maybe the new law coming in. Maybe it's the platform like Mercurio, what we use for renewals. That's changed quite a lot. So I'm assuming that the people who issue the visas have got a new platform as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
we were waiting update then.
Slightly deflating. What I have got on Monday is the first appointments for the renewals of people who got resolutions for the withdrawal agreement.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's in Marbella. So we know we've done the withdrawal agreement, green card swaps already. We've done green card early swaps. We were then informed, and we knew we had to do the people who got the resolution after around the mid-June, got approved through the government, never had a green card. We found out we had to wait until their card expired to then go and get it updated. And we've got the first one on Monday.
Cool.
So it's all a load of firsts.
And Málaga still doing early ones for you or not?
Shh.
Yeah.
That's everyone.
No, I'm not telling anybody. It's all right.
Yeah, we can get. Yeah, we do. Yeah. As long as we go in the morning and the boss is there, but yeah, they do. Yeah, early ones. Nobody else is doing it, but yeah, we can get them through Málaga. At the moment, we keep booking them in. They keep going through. So I've got a couple more next week, and then we're slowing it down. But that's one thing I did want to show you, though, guys. Right. Okay. One thing I did want to say about Málaga, Scats, you've probably seen a lot more on this on social media than me, but there's certain web pages heavily based around Málaga who offer help and advice, who are saying that you can't get appointments, you can't do this, Malaga's a disaster, we need to contact the government, we need to do this, we need to do that, and putting the fear of God into everybody. And, if you have a withdrawal agreement residency card, at the moment, if you're lucky enough to be in the province of Málaga, I think it's 9 stations that we've got, there are appointments available. Okay? You've just got to be conscientious with your time scale. So this is what we're booking this week. Let me just put this up. You see where we're at? Okay. 10th, 14th, and 15th of October already. So it's not a problem. That's Málaga. That was Málaga capital this week. You can get your card, you can get the appointments, but you've got to be, if your card runs out in October, November, December, January, February, you really need to be getting your ducks in a row, contacting us or doing it yourself and looking at the appointments constantly to see where they're ready. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you also have to be checking at odd times. We have recently, with the A team over in Alicante, we've been booking for Almeria, Alicante, Murcia, but you've got to check morning, noon, and night. But they do come up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's not be too scared of all of that. What else have we got? Renewals. Why did I write renewals down? Oh, yes. So our first renewals approvals, which were submitted after the 20th of May in the Málaga province, has come through. I'm going to do some case studies. I'm going to ask the clients first. I'm not going to say what clients they are. I'm going to say, is it okay if I anonymously use your study as a case study, maybe? But we had some crazy requirements. Málaga are requiring now for renewals that you prove that you've got health insurance, that you've maintained it for the whole period of your renewal.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on your second renewal, you've got to backtrack through your old certificates, especially if you've changed providers, to prove that since you've got your very first TIE card, you've been covered the whole way through. There you go.
They should have that on record, shouldn't they, anyway?
They should, yeah, they should, but they don't bother. And then we had some more standard requirements, letters for people to present certificates from the tax office to prove that they didn't owe them any money, basically.
Okay.
And then last in the old Spain, visa section, I had this. I saw this on Facebook, so I nicked it. Right. We have got, now this is a fake fine. Now, if you can find these people on Facebook, it's called Málaga se queja. So Malaga's complaining. Basically, it means the direct translation. But it's actually a really cool page, and it's just bad things that might someone looking at the door. Bad things that might, the complaints basically. And these little bits of paper are being left on people's cars, and they look like parking fines. And then you scan that, and it goes to a scam bank account or whatever. And basically, it's a scam.
Yeah. Don't anybody scan that, will you? Yeah.
Oh God, no! Nobody scan that one, please. So just make sure that you verify or ask somebody if you do get a parking fine. That is a scam parking fine, apparently.
I've seen some Lidl scams going on Facebook. It comes up as an advert saying Lidl, you can do this online, and you can there's special offers from Lidl. They've got kind of old stock, and they're doing that, and they've got some, I mean, they're ridiculous bargains. They've got the DJI, the camera, the number 3 for about €65. So it's too good to be true. And I just looked up Lidl online, and it says, Lidl, don't do anything online. Stay away from it. It's a scam. They're just collecting bank details, and when you go to pay, they've got all your payment details.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that on. How on earth they get away with it? And Facebook is really annoying me at the moment because I don't see any of my family. It's adverts. And I think Lara said you have to pay if you don't want the adverts now. Is that right?
Yeah, there is a kind of a membership thing, I think. Yeah, but you can click on the little cross at the top right hand corner of the adverts, and it does kind of reduce the number you've got.
Well, yeah. Oh, does it? Oh, I'll have to do that then, because I was looking at it yesterday. I thought this is absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand. I've got no clue why I'm getting so many things up. Anyway, right. Let's move on to our next section of the day, because we've got some recording to do, haven't we, today?
We have, yeah. Oh, you got Graham Palmer said good afternoon.
So let's go back to the chats. Yeah, thanks very much, Graham. Also waiting for his visa. Don't worry, Graham. They're coming through. They're coming out.
Rainy day in Colville. That sounds like Colville. Yeah. How is Colville? I lived in Leicester for quite a number of years.
Never been to Colville, but it doesn't matter because Graham and Judy are going to be coming here as soon as they get the visa. So we'll go up and see you somewhere warmer. Right, and so what have we got going on? Next thing is here we go. Now, For our Jane Says section, for those of you who've worked with us before and those of you who don't know, Jane is my colleague in the office who refuses to come onto YouTube. She does exist though, Scats, doesn't she?
She does, yes. I've met her and she's lovely.
And she's amazing. Right. So Jane Says there's two points that she's raised actually this week. And so I thought this is the only way I can get her on YouTube. First thing she found out very, very useful this week, which isn't really anything to do with Spain, was the Find Your Phone Android app. She said, tell everybody that, and I knew about this because my kids sometimes wind me up with it. But if you do lose your phone, you can jump on your computer. If you've got an Android phone, just say, phone my phone, and it will ring it for you. And a lot of the time, I didn't know this. Did you know that phones have like a 5% battery that they use? They still turn themselves on, but keep themselves with a bit of battery, so the Find My Phone still works even if your phone is off.
Oh, didn't know that.
Apparently so. So that was definitely, if you don't know about that, I'll put a link in our description below. And the other one, which is very important, is getting permanent residency for children. Now, what I mean by this is we've actually had loads of inquiries of people who have come here during the withdrawal agreement, and their kids were quite young at the time. And now we're all coming up to renewal, and the kids are not so young, and they're looking at going to university. And they're looking at maybe leaving Spain and stuff like that. Especially more so now, which has just been a coincidence, because we're getting close to September, and we're also getting close to the renewals of these cards. And a couple of the times, people are like, it doesn't matter, they don't need to renew it because they're going to the UK to study. Okay, but if you don't renew your card, then it could be the case, now some organisations may debate this, that you lose your rights. So you've got 90 days after the expiry of your card to get your permanent card. Once you've got that permanent card under the withdrawal agreement, you can leave for up to 5 years, which means you could go and study if you wanted to abroad and still not lose that right to come back. Who knows? You may go and study, you may fall in love, you may have a family and end up coming back to Spain. Who knows? But if you don't renew your card, you have the threat of completely losing your right to live in Spain at all. So for those of you with kids, maybe going through the withdrawal agreement, doing your renewal, make sure your kids get the renewal as well, especially if they're in their late teens and they're looking at studying or traveling the world, because that's going to give them their right to come back into Spain again. So it's important.
I had somebody asking me, this was an adult asking me the same question. They lived in Spain from December 2019 to March 2024, and then went back to the UK to look after a family member. So they'd been there less than 5 years. They still had their green card, so they hadn't swapped over to a TIE. But so they'd been away now since March 24. But I said, you might, if you know, you could try and apply for a renewal for your permanent residency, see what happens. It's unlikely, but if you've got, because the date, it was 26th of June was the date that their green card ran out. So they've still got 90 days up until about the 26th of September. So I said, give it a try. You know, what can you lose?
Yeah. Look, it's in theory, we know if you're a temporary residency, you're on temporary residency, you spent more than 6 months out, then you shouldn't be able to renew it. But it's a difficult one for us because we get lots of people saying, "Oh, well, I haven't been in Spain for 2 years, but I've still got my temporary residency card. Can I renew it?" And you should really say, "Well, no, because you've been over the 6 months." But the truth be known, at the moment, when you're doing the renewals, if you're still on the system, they're not asking for any more proof. Only a padron. If you've changed your address, the likelihood is that you will get it.
And there's he had been paying. He's got a house here, so he had been paying tax in 2024, but then not in 2025. So he said, "Oh, the tax man will know, so they'll, that'll mean it won't happen." I was saying, "Well, try, just give it a try," but you've got to do it quick. You've only got a month and a half,
and you are declaring that you're here. So whether that has tax liabilities as well.
But the tax liability might be less than what you'd have to pay for a non-lucrative visa to go through the whole process again. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's yeah, it's a lot of grey areas when it comes to the withdrawal agreement, and a lot of people who have definitely towed the line when it comes to withdrawal agreement getting their permanent residency. I can tell you that now. You know, it's but people are getting away with being outside the country and still updating it. But I suppose we'll know more when these resolution things start happening on Monday onwards.
Mm. Yeah.
That's going to be good. Right, so let's have a look now at the. Oh, let's have a look at the news. There we go. So this is just one thing that I found very interesting. It's an article, and obviously because I've been to Garcia Lorca's house in Granada, the algorithms on my computer just been connected to Garcia Lorca and Salvador Dalí. They saw that where I was, and that was it. But I found this very interesting article, which I found interesting. You may find it boring, about siestas. And I thought I'd ask everybody. Here we go, if I can share the screen. Now, I'm not going to read the whole article. I'll put the link below. But this is a very cool article, and it explains about how Salvador Dalí, way back when, explained how he thought that micronaps were a great idea. So this was in his book 50 Secrets of Magic Craftsmanship, originally published in 1948, and he used to have micronaps and then put a metal key or a spoon basically on his hand, so when it fell off he'd wake up. So he'd literally just have like 2 or 3 minute naps. So if you read this article, it's very, very interesting, and probably even read the 50 Secrets of Magic Craftsmanship, which I haven't read, but I'll stick it on my audio books, I think.
Yeah.
But that, to think, how many of you guys actually have a siesta? Because a micro nap for me just wouldn't work. In fact, a siesta doesn't work. It's very rare. I just feel awful after a siesta. What about you, Scats?
It depends how long I fall asleep for, but the micro nap or the power nap is what people have called it before, is just like 10, 15 minutes. And that is okay for me. I don't feel groggy afterwards. It's okay. But if I go to sleep for an hour, then that's it. I'm groggy for way too long.
Oh, can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah, no, it's been all right for a while. It was when you were before you went on to the news item. It was like that wobbly thing. I think it's YouTube putting an advert up.
Oh,
And it normally happens.
Okay then. All right. So anyway, back to that. So if I have, I mean, half an hour, if anything, but it really throws me off if I have a siesta.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Any length of siesta?
No, I mean, I may at a weekend, or if like a week last Saturday when I went to see the Prodigy and got in at 3 o'clock in the morning and woke up at my normal time at 7:30, and but I got to 1 o'clock, I was like, I think I need to have a nap. Yeah, then I had a half-hour nap then, but no, I mean, I might try this whole power napping thing, you know, where you just sit in your chair and just do like 10 minutes or something, and then I've never tried it. It's supposed to be really good, but
it's worked for me when my eyes are going and I can't stay awake, and if I let myself just drop off for a bit. But yeah. So, and it can work really well because when you wake up again, you're just not as drowsy.
cheers, guys, keeping me on track here. I should be reading the comments, you know, as they're coming in. And Stu and Joe said, look, Found's got a bit funny. That's just me. So Tony's come in. He said, hey, Tony, how you doing? Hi, both bank statements. Have a right, Chris. Just waiting for the letter from the background. Nice one. We had a good chat as well, didn't we, Tony, this week? Problem is we chat about 5 minutes about visas and then just waffle on about other stuff. I have to keep focused, you know. There we go. Right, better now. So that was let us know about your siesta habits, please, guys. Let us know. Siesta when in Spain. There you go. See, Stu and Joe got it. And Waffle. I bet Waffles has a siesta. Now, let's go on to this section. And before we talk about YouTube, you sent me the thumbnail, didn't you, for Saturday?
Yeah.
Which I haven't downloaded, so I'll do that in a minute. Here we go. Oh no, it's not working. Anyway, we've got a show coming up on Saturday. Tell us all about it, Scats.
It's not you on the show on Saturday. Where the one we're recording after this is a week on Saturday. So,
Oh, sorry, week on
yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. It's the 23rd, I think. 23rd? No.
Oh, that's right, because I'm off. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but no, the one this Saturday is it's a news show. Basically, I didn't have a guest for this one, so I thought I've not done a news show for since February, so it's been 6 months. And I did promise last time I did one, it was because it was really successful. Loads of people were having such a lot of fun with me giving my outrageous opinions on news items and having a laugh that they said do it again. So finally doing it again.
I watched that actually when I was in my kitchen one Saturday morning. I thought that was very cool. So yeah, I like your news shows. I think they're very good.
Yeah, and it's a funny one because I haven't got the news items yet. I haven't decided because I'm waiting for everything to happen tomorrow. I'll bring them up and sort them out on screen at the end of Friday, and then it'll all happen. Then it'll be all improvised. So I don't know what the items are going to be, which is not like me at all. You know me, I like to have a script, but
Yeah, well prepared, just like myself.
Yeah,
just like me, well prepared for all this YouTube stuff. But yeah, that's good though. You're gonna have comments on the earthquake in Marbella then. That could be quite funny.
Yeah. I'll have to do that. I'll have to search for those items. It wasn't a very big one, was it?
No, it's tiny. I don't think they felt it in the discos even.
No.
So,
I bet we'll be talking about all the gang stuff because there's been loads of comments saying, "Don't know if I want to come to Spain now." There's people being shot in the streets on the Costa del Sol, but it's not very much. It's just a couple of shootings going on, and that happens in every city, you know.
Yeah, and in Torrevieja as well. Apparently.
That's where it's all happening. But it's gang related. It's gangs shooting other gangs. Nobody's going to shoot you unless you
in a gang.
Yeah.
No one's going to shoot the YouTube Spain or Upsticks gang.
Yeah. Yeah, we could form our own gang, couldn't we?
Oh dear. Yeah, for bad taste. That's what it could be. Got shot for bad taste. That's what it would be. So guys, at 6 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, I've got a podcast coming out, which is extremely interesting, believe it or not. And it's been well requested by a few of our clients. I put it off since May and finally we got it done. Can't thank Zoe enough for coming on, but Zoe, one of our clients, brought over her African grey and she tells us the whole paperwork story of how she did it. And so that's George, as you can see there. And George is going to feature on our podcast on Saturday afternoon.
Brilliant. You get him as a guest on your show then?
I might get him on a guest this show, yeah. So Zoe, who's our client, was absolutely amazing. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, but it's just going to give everybody an insight in how to bring exotic birds over to Spain.
Cool.
So let's check out the comments on YouTube. A few comments that we've got. So I stuck a few shorts up of Granada. I've done about 20, but I've like spaced them over a load of weekends. So
yeah, I saw that one with the Generalife Gardens. That was really good.
It's one of those. I always like nick templates from CapCut, then go through my photos and stuff like that, and then try and create something interesting. But that was it. It was all right. I've got some nice ones.
Flying through that fountain, that picture there, that was great.
Yeah, it's that one. So that was with the 360 camera actually, which I'm still learning how to use. They've brought out another two since the one I'm trying to use, but you know what technology is like.
Yeah, I wonder what's it going to be like now, the brand new one.
Oh, it's amazing. But this was Steady BCN who said, yes, I've added that to the list. And that encourages me to do more. So sometimes I look at them and I think, I wonder if this just looks naff. And this got quite a few laughs. The pizza vending machine. So did you see that?
Yeah, well, that's my comment. That's awesome. It says on the bottom there.
Yeah. Elise says, it's like a cash machine. I still think there's a little person running around behind coolness. It could be like... a child in a chocolate factory. Imagine it behind it all like crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand how they do it because it takes 15 minutes to prepare a pizza and cook it, doesn't it?
I have no clue. We were going to go back and get one just to get another shot, and I forgot. So there's Yogi. Thank you, Yogi. I did a short on pomegranates as well. Well, when in Rome, in
Oh
Granada.
yeah, I saw that.
You might as
I've never seen the plants. I've never seen them growing, but I've been to Granada a lot.
They're yeah, the pomegranates, they're amazing. And you go actually in Granada city, you wouldn't see a lot, but on the outskirts you would. And this was a short we did about the fuel prices, and they seem to get a lot of views. I'm going to start doing more off the cuff NAF shorts because they seem to do a lot better than the ones I plan. To be honest with you, but yeah, the petrol is cheaper in Granada.
Yeah, that's good to know.
So
it's about 130. I can't remember, 135.99, I think, something like that today.
Yeah,
that's the cheapest one where you've the self-serve garages, but it's 140 and up to 150 something in the ones where you get somebody serving you.
Yeah, it was cheap in the self-serve, and they're all self-service. That was one on the outside of town. Now this is from Nikki's on. I think Nikki's on, but I'm going to have to expand this on my computer because I'm blind. And Nikki said, "Brilliant update as always. I'm glad you brought up the topic of timing, which is critical for us lot here in the UK. It's so stressful getting the timing for all the paperwork in order, selling furniture, giving up work, going over to Spain to find a property, selling the house. The list goes on. However, you've made this process so much easier for me to do and help me to prioritize everything. As I say, going through the visa process, you know, that's the bit that we help with. You've got so much more going on." She goes on to say, as you know, we started the whole process off last August and we started the visa paperwork in early spring. We're lucky enough to have a buyer in the UK house within 2 weeks, which makes things a lot easier for us. We never had a plan B, so not sure what we have done if the house sale should have fallen through. That got me thinking. If your that got me thinking, if the visas and now come back with a 365 days to enter Spain, will this not help the situation of house sale falling through as you get a second shot at putting it back on the market and hope you get a buyer again? Oh, and you never let anyone down by doing a pre-recording. You and your team work so hard for all of us. Thank you. See you next week. And we're hoping to know. I was hoping to give you a better answer to that today when we know what date is going to go on the TIE cards, but in theory that could give you a bit more leniency to enter Spain with a new visa if the unexpected happens.
Yes. Oh, Graham's asking a question up there.
Let's have a look at Graham's question.
Third one in.
Hi both. God forbid, but the NRV went over 12 weeks. Would it make any difference to getting your visas? No, I mean, what we normally do at the 12-week point is then give them a gentle nudge in the form of a formal letter and send it to them and say, look, we're aware that you're very busy, but it has been over the 12-week period. We must, express that blah, 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 blah. And that normally gives them a nudge to look at it and send your visa out. But as I say, so far, so good. But don't worry too much. I know we've got August coming up, but at the moment, the turnaround times are very, very good. Chris said, can't wait for, yeah, I know. I promised you about 8 times for this, Chris. I can't wait for this, Chris. Thank you, Ralph. Electus Parrot is looking forward to his new life in Spain. Yes, I did promise Chris that I would do this for them. I was thinking of you when I recorded it. And Michael Hill says, oh, hey, Michael. Hi, guys. Looking forward to our chat on the 10th, Chris. We're in Granada next month. Love it. I've been there 2 months over the last 2 years. Yeah, Granada is just amazing. Where are we with the comments? We've got loads of comments today.
Yeah.
This was quite a funny one. Chris, sorry to spoil your notebook idea, but everyone uses their phones to take notes now. We can't give phones away, though.
Yeah.
I like my notebook idea. Come on, it's one step up from the NAF fans, anyway.
No, right. Yeah. I think, I don't know, sometimes you get the pen and the notebook in your hand. There seems to be more sense of importance to it. And
yes.
Yeah. Then you can't, wipe it out. Well, you can tear it off and tear a page out, but it doesn't feel right doing that in a notebook, does it?
No, but I've got like I keep a notebook here now because much the instruction of Jane and Lara said you really need to keep some notes written, saying because I used to digitally do everything, and then I just like once I've finished, then I go. If there's anything I think I'm going to forget, I rip it off, and there's a sense of achievement there. Kev's been on top stuff. Chris, love the age demographic stats. It's great to be a member of the Spanish Derby and Joan Club.
Yeah.
The missus is definitely the boss on the paperwork because she doesn't want the paint, plaster, and concrete all over it. You'll be in trouble if you send me any renewal paperwork with paint on it, Kevin.
Yeah.
And one last comment here. Oh no, two more. What else have we got going on? This was a funny one. This was on my Brexit upstate. Good try, but you melted my sad old brain. Sorry about that. Don't know why, but and what else have we got? And dry summer. Oh yes, this was the landscape in Cartama. The complete opposite down here in South England. Torrential rain last night. Oh no. How is it for hay fever sufferers over there? Lara, my wife, is suffering. What about you guys up there, Scats?
I've had blocked nose for about the last couple of months, but I don't know what it's from because the thingy pollen, the olive pollen, was a lot earlier. That's like May time or something like that. But now I've had just blocked nose, and it doesn't seem to be at regular times or at regular when I'm doing something or when I go out or when I'm in the car. Sometimes when the aircon is on, can't work out what it is.
No, it's been a strange one this year because Lara's suffered from it, but then she blamed the aircon. And I don't know if it's that, but yeah, it's a lot of people sniffling.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. It's just you can hear it squeaking because I can't. There doesn't seem to be a big enough gap there.
Yeah, that's strange. I've touched wood. I've been quite lucky.
Yeah.
So another comment on how to pay a speeding fine in Spain without a digital certificate. This video has done really well. And he says here, police sucks. They live to make you pay fines only. All that effort just to get more free money. Same as our politicians. So Myro 6064 wasn't very happy about the police. Now, it's one of those, isn't it? So I must admit, I get a bit annoyed with the helicopter thing.
Yeah.
I honestly think that is just a money-making machine.
It costs a fortune to put a helicopter up in the air. They'd have to catch a lot of people to make it worth it.
Yeah, but they think they do. I mean, and they generally, the fines that maybe a couple I've even got myself with no points. Can I say I've got maximum points on my license? Which in Spain you take points off for being bad, and if you're good, you have maximum points.
Have you got the excess ones, the extra points that you can get?
I have. I've got 15.
Nice.
Yeah, which is great for insurance.
I think I've still got me. What is it? 12 you start with.
12. Yeah.
I'm going to find out now. You carry on.
I'm going to find out as well. Make sure
Yeah.
I'm being fine. No. One of the cameras, it's all down to personal circumstance, isn't it? Because you're going, oh no, speed cameras are there to make money. But they've just put one up right outside where we live on the main road.
Yeah.
But it's needed because people drive like idiots.
They do on that road, yeah.
People have been killed there. So it's like one thing is, some aren't very well placed and definitely speed traps to get some money. But the one where we are is definitely a security issue just to get people to slow down on the blooming road,
You stopped me from getting the ticket there because when you were in the passenger seat of my car, you went,
oh, that's right.
I don't, camera coming.
Camera coming, slow down. So basically all you get is lots of people rear-ending because they know where it is.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, that was YouTube. Just a couple of points with YouTube here. I wanted to show you this. This is our device types. This is what people are actually watching the channel on, which I found quite fascinating.
Wow.
Because 34% of people are actually watching me on the TV, which is crazy.
I think the TV is becoming more popular for that because Liz watches YouTube on our telly.
Yeah.
But I'm sure my channel, I haven't looked at the figures recently, but it used to be more around about 50% on mobile.
Yeah, I can't believe it, and apart from that, it's scary. I mean, I keep thinking now I've got to do my hair a bit better, really. But
Yeah.
33% on mobiles, 19% on the computer, and 11 on a tablet. But that shocked me. 34% on TV,
Yeah.
and especially with the naff quality of some of the videos, it must look horrible on a 42-inch TV.
I'll have to have a look at my figures, see what people are watching on again.
And then just here, this has actually crept up, guys. If you haven't subscribed, you can see there that 47.6% of people who watched the channel the last 28 days weren't subscribers. So please, if you are watching this and you haven't subscribed, it's free. Just hit subscribe. But that has actually come down. I'm pleased that that's come down 2 or 3% over the last month or so. So yeah, but we all do it. We all jump on channels and we all forget to like, subscribe, and comment. You basically get something useful and go, oh, yeah, I'm going to go use that. I do it all the time. I'm making a conscious effort every time that I find something useful to leave a comment and subscribe to that channel now.
Good.
Because we're YouTubers and then we don't even follow our own rules.
No.
So, out and about in Spain, and what have we got for you today? Right, so we'll keep this short.
Your microphone's gone funny again. You're underwater.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, that's better.
Why does that keep doing that?
I don't know. I think somebody said it's when an advert came up.
This is supposed to be all singing, all dancing road.
Yeah, I don't think it's your microphone.
No, it's got to be something interfering, isn't it? So
yeah.
Anyway, so we have got here. Oh, I forgot to bring up. This is a lovely meal. Now, Stu and Joe, if you're still watching, tell us where this is, because I forgot to screenshot your email. Oh, hang on a minute. This might tell us here. There we go. Where's that? Can anybody see where that is? Piccolo. So this is the Piccolo restaurant. And this was a menu of the day. Piccolo is in Mazaron in Camposol. And check out what Stu and Joe sent us in terms of the food. Here we go.
Very nice.
Now that was obviously a tapa.
What
else have we got going on?
Can't tell what that was.
Oh, nice restaurant.
Big clock.
Big clock. Oh, that looks nice. I think I'll go desserts first here, aren't I?
What is that? That looks... Yeah.
What was that then?
I don't know. Is it dessert?
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's Piccolo's in Camposol. That looked nice, though. I have to try that when we go. Check this out. Ooh. Looks like a dessert.
That's a dessert, yeah. Chocolate and cream. That's what you want.
Oh, look at that. Looks nice. Very well presented as well. They look like croquetas, don't they? But, you know.
Yeah, I think there's fish in there.
Nice. And we've got all very nice. All very nicely set out.
Nice.
I've got another food. Look at this. Very well presented, I have to say.
Yeah. So that looks like the pork.
And then this one here is that looks like the fish, baby.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely somewhere we've got to visit when we go to Mazaron, I think, because that looked really nice.
I've not been there yet. I have to go and visit Sean.
And here's a photo of I've only been once. I've been twice, actually. It's a lie. It looks a very nice place. Thanks, guys, for sending that across. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Look, see, people do use notepads.
Yeah.
There you go. Link. Recolo. There you go. That'll remind me. And yeah, so keep them coming. Lara said we should start a food Instagram. I said everybody loves food. So many photos of food. And here, just this comment from Lee, or it was a email that he that sent me, and Lee said, firstly, he said, I promise to try my best never to say my NIE card again. Here's another thing I tripped over. Here's another thing I tripped over because I said it's not an NIE card, it's a TIE card. I'm at the end of my first year in Spain, so a few things have come up for renewal, like health insurance. I decided to move to a different health insurance company, as the original one had given me no renewal details after chasing. So I went off and bought a new policy with a different supplier, thinking it would be like the UK, where you don't have to do anything like give notice to the original supplier. In the UK, the policy dies on the last day and requires no further effort. The original supplier then started chasing, saying I was contracted to stay with them, and not given them 30 days notice, and referred me to the section of the Spanish law. After much arguing, the original supplier agreed to cancel the policy, but it's hard work and times quite pressuring from their side. So now when I take out a policy, I put a note in my diary to review it a couple of months before. Would love to hear your view of this on the podcast. Right, yes, that is something that we do need to warn people about, is if you are thinking about changing suppliers on any insurance in Spain, you have to look at the cancellation period and make sure that you inform them before the cancellation period starts, and make sure when you do inform them with email or some way that registered even electronically. So if they say, "Oh, we never received the email," we I'm very sorry.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Jen says not getting adverts when the microphone goes underwater sounding.
Where was it? Oh,
that's the other one above that.
Oh, sorry. So, yeah, Jen. So, Jen. Oh, let me just put this one up. Here we go.
Okay.
Strange.
Not adverts then. Maybe it was just a coincidence when it happened on my channel.
Don't know. Jen says, just a reminder that it's helpful for people to choose all after clicking on subscribe to get all notifications, as clicking on subscribe automatically chooses personalized. Oh, cheers for that.
Yeah, it's true. That's why people say subscribe and click on the bell, because it's when you click on the bell that it gives you the options.
Oh, come on! We need to push this at least to. There you go. There's my 15 points. Oh, you can't see it. Can't see it.
I can't find my DGT app. I've put it in one of these boxes. And,
you see that from there?
Sub box. I can see the 15.
Yeah, that's how the 15 points are reflected on your license. If you've got 15 points,
yeah,
there you go.
That picture looks like you've got a 1970s mustache.
Not a loud one. I'll probably have one, but don't think I'll be allowed in my house again.
Yes. Oh, it's right in the middle of that one there. It's right where I thought it was. Let's find out.
How many points has Scats got live on the show?
Just the usual 12.
12. You get. I think it's 5 years. You have to be here, isn't it?
It's got to be clean for a certain length of time. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I should look it up and do a video on it.
Give a big shout out to Jess from Monster Radio. Thank you very much. We've actually got 2 months of promotion on their radio station, because we've got a lot of people who live in Lanzarote, and also a lot of people who live on the mainland who listen to the radio show. And they've given us a 2-month slot where they'll be promoting us once a week, and also they'll be playing the Upsticks summer song as well. So I'm not going to play it to you today, okay, but it will be coming on YouTube soon, the Upsticks summer song. It's turning into an absolute hit, I can tell you. Brilliant.
Is that one that she wrote?
No, that's one that Neil from Get Me to Spain wrote with the power of AI, and it's have you not heard it?
No, I've not heard it.
Oh wow, I don't know if I can put it on. I'll send it to you. It's fantastic.
Cool.
The Upsticks summer song. It's going to be our theme tune for a while.
I'm going to start doing some songs on AI. Just mucking a bit.
It was brilliant. And just a couple of photos from the weekend. This is El Partal in the grounds of the Alhambra in Granada. Absolutely fabulous day out, and you can go in August. It's not too warm.
Yeah.
And this was free food When I say free food, I mean you pay for the beer, but you don't pay for the food. A little bit more for the beer, but that's what you get for free. Okay, that's just for two of you. And there was another plate there they served for the kids, and that was in the Plaza de Bib. And it's just Granada is so much more cheaper to eat than Malaga.
Yeah,
it just is. You know, it's their food is in Granada. They really are. Malaga, they do have a lot of food. It's great, and a lot of it's expensive, and it's really nice. But if you're a foodie, there's nothing. There's no comparison between Granada and Malaga when it comes to, you know, just the tapas even.
mm-hmm.
You know, love Malaga with all my heart, but I'm sorry, no comparison when it comes to being a foodie.
Yeah, absolutely. They are my two favourite places there, Granada and Málaga.
Do you know what that is?
That's not come up yet. There we go. Oh, that's yeah. That's those are Granadas, pomegranates.
No.
Are they not?
No.
Okay.
Guess again. Something which is also extremely popular in climates which are very, very cold in the winter, very hot in the summer, and they make something called meat out of it.
Oh, I don't know.
That is membrillo, which is a quince.
Oh, lovely.
And there's loads. They're very, very hard, but I think they're picked hard anyway. And in Spain, they make this, they call it carne de membrillo, which is they sort of boil it down, then let it set, and it turns into like this really thick,
sweet jelly kind of thing. Yeah.
Almost like crunchy jelly, because it's quite, you taste the sugar in it. It's a bit, I'm sure it's not good for you. And they serve it with fresh cheese.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Unlike
you know what? When I used to do an acoustic night in Leicester, there was a woman with an amazing voice, and she used to improvise songs, and she used to get up on stage with me, and we'd do two made-up songs. I'd just make up some riffs, and she'd make up a song off the top of her head, and we'd do that every single week. And we called ourselves A Slice of Quince.
Oh.
That was the name of our band. I think it's got to be revived at some point.
Yeah, definitely. It's. I mean, I'm not into sweet stuff, but that is definitely one of the nicest ones. And
they served me quince in the hospital in those little jam containers, you know, that you get
really
marmalade in. Yeah, I mean, very silly for me to eat because I'm a diabetic. Really, really sweet. But they were giving me that with white bread first thing in the morning, and then complaining that my sugar levels were too high.
No. Yeah. Oh well. If you've got diabetic, quince isn't good.
Yeah, it's just the opposite of good.
It's the opposite. And I wanted to show you this. Now, this was the most fabulous restaurant that we found, recommended by Antonio the Gestor, an accountant. And it is called Memento Mori. This here, now I don't know if this is going to work. This is a restaurant which actually serves really decent food, but it's like a circus inside.
Oh.
So it's a theme restaurant, but I've never been in it. It was fantastic. We booked online, went there, wasn't too busy. The staff were absolutely amazing, and it's a theme restaurant like a circus inside. And I did upload some things, but I don't know if they're going to work. So that was the ceiling. Did you see that with the?
That looks awesome. Yeah.
That's got what do you call it on it? Like lightning on it.
That's awesome.
They serve the desserts for the kids in a bomb with a bengala with a
sparkler.
That's it. That's the word.
Yeah,
sparkler on it.
Memento mori means remember you must die.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like it's like saying seize the day, because you know you could die any minute.
But it's in Latin.
Yeah, it's Latin.
Oh, there you go. It's definitely. Amount of food we had, I nearly did on the way out.
Yeah.
I forgot to put this up. This is the Palacio de Carlos Cinco, in absolutely lovely place. Go and visit it. People walk past it when you go to the Alhambra, and you can just walk through it, take some photos, and take in its splendor.
Brilliant. You have to point that one out. I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's right. You literally walk past it, and it's in the grounds of the Alhambra, and no one walks in. But it's and you can actually get straight through it to go to the Generalife gardens. So
Wow.
yeah, and have a look. I managed to get that photo with a 360 camera, which obviously is slightly weird angles, but it does show the immensity of it. It's amazing.
Yeah. I
And
missed that each time. The tour guide didn't take us through that.
yeah, no, that was that. I don't know why no one seems to. The guy on the other end was like, no one really just wanders because they're too busy doing the tower, the palace and the palace and stuff like that, and you can just get in. So anyway, I think that's us for today. Scats, thanks for coming on. You got any closing words for us? Give us some promotion for your for whatever you're doing in the next 2 weeks, work-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, everybody tune in to the news thing on 10 o'clock Saturday morning, Spanish time, for that live there. And also next Saturday. Oh, no, that's you're not on the next Saturday either because you're off on that one. So it's like you've got 2 weeks off because the following Saturday, or is that the 23rd? I can't remember. No, I think you are on in a week's time. But anyway, the one after that is the one I've been telling everybody that's coming up for months and months and months. It's my interview with John from Eco Vida Homes, all about having your own home designed and all the land bought for it, through the whole process of getting permission to having the thing all designed for you, deciding what view you want to have from what piece of land, all that kind of thing, all the way through to the completion of the project. That's what his company can do and organise for you. And I did a brilliant interview with him, and it was actually right where you're sitting now, where we did the interview. So looking forward to putting that one actually online, because I've edited it all together with 3 cameras, all different angles of us talking, and it looks really good. And there's all kinds of photographs and videos of the different bits of land and the houses and stuff that go with it. And there's a special offer on, so anybody that gets in touch through the special link, the dedicated link, gets something special. So it's going to be groovy.
To get free house.
No, I wish. That would be brilliant, because I'd just watch it and do it myself then.
All right, well, this is Scats. Thank you so much for coming on. And we've got to go back to the comments. We've got, look, one here from Patrick. Hello from Cochabamba. Hi, guys. It's getting late here. I'll have to watch your playback. Yeah, cheers for supporting the channel as always. Live streams help with the fading eyes. This is true. This is why people watch this on the TV.
Yeah.
And we had this one from Jen. And Jen says, thanks, Chris and Scats, everything you do. Hold our hands during very stressful times in our lives. No, thanks for tuning in, Jen. It's much appreciated.
Yeah,
and we have a laugh the nearly 6 years we've been doing shows together now.
Yeah. We've changed such a lot.
Yeah, I'm not as close to my desk as I used to be, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming on, and don't forget that you can check out U2 Spain Facebook page, which also has all of Scats shenanigans on there as well. And we will see you next week for our update